Hey everybody, in this short video, I want to show you how to use Tinkercad. You got to go to tinkercad.com to get this tool. This is a 3D modeling software. We frequently use this with our 3D printing efforts, but you could 3D design anything on this software for any purpose, just for prototyping, just for visualizing an idea that you have. And so Tinkercad is really easy to use, and I want to show it to you right now. So if you have Google credentials for your school, you can click sign in and use your Google Apps credentials. Otherwise, you can click sign up and create a brand new Tinkercad account with a username and password. It's up to you. But as you log in and you click a new design, it's going to look something like this. Of course, there's nothing here. There's a work plane. This is what I call the canvas. And you can rotate this and spin this around and look at it in different ways. Of course, once you have a 3D design on here, that's very helpful. So let's do that. On the right-hand side, there are a bunch of pre-configured polygons that you can choose from, and you can click and hold and drag them right here onto the canvas. You can warp them and change their dimensions however you like. You can even change the color of the objects that you put here on the canvas or the work plane, and you can make all kinds of objects. So let's say I'm making a house, and there's the base of my house, and then there is my roof. I can reposition these objects, these pre-configured polygons, so that they are positioned correctly for my 3D idea or my 3D model. You can see here that I'm just changing the location of my roof of my house here. And once I have that in place, there's my 3D model. And of course, I can do all kinds of other things to this. When I highlight it, I can use the group function, and it'll group all the objects into a single object. And I can do other things. I can align the objects. I can change their color. I can do all kinds of things here with our 3D object. And so that's basically how we use Tinkercad. Over on the right-hand side, in addition to the pre-configured polygons, there's a drop-down menu where you can find all kinds of other things to add to your 3D model, from text and symbols and connectors and some custom shapes that you can design here as well. There is an import button to import already pre-configured three-dimensional files that you may have designed elsewhere. You can bring into Tinkercad. The export function is if you were to go to 3D print this or share this 3D file with someone so that they could work with it. And then there's even a share function here so that somebody could just see your Tinkercad design right in Tinkercad and collaborate with you on designing it. Over on the left-hand side, there are the manipulation tools. You can zoom in and out, and you can spin your model around and see it in different views using the little cube up here to see different parts of your 3D model. So really easy tool to use. All you do is use these polygons over here. Another quick hint is that these top two right here, the box and the cylinder, have this grayed out function on them, and that makes them a hole. So when I drag this on here and I put this in my Tinkercad canvas, you see that it's cut a hole in my house here for maybe the front door. And so we can group all these together if we want, and it's going to make that hole right in my 3D model. You can actually make any object a hole to put any kind of any shape hole in any object that you choose. You can make hollow objects. You can put doors and windows. You can make hollow spaces in your models to get just the shape that you need. So there's a lot of functions here that I didn't really go into a lot of detail with. For example, the grid. You can change the function of the grid, how things snap to the grid. How precise your model can be is how precise you make your grid on your work plane here. So anyways, those are the basics of Tinkercad. All you got to do now is sign up and then start creating.